Okay, so it starts off with me getting an overnight train from Chiang Mai down to Bangkok, which I'm not showing in the videos. We've seen the overnight train before, it's not that interesting. I pretty much just slept this time. I spent the night in Bangkok, I met some interesting people, but again, didn't really do much. It was just an overnight stay. We was travelling again the next evening. Wasn't really that interested in going through the whole hustle and bustle of Bangkok right then. So, didn't really record much. Then an overnight bus ride from Bangkok down to Krabi, which was pretty terrible. Yeah, let's start it there. Got the bus at 6 PM and at 6 AM they've dropped us off in the middle of nowhere with a load of derelict buses. And we're all just hoping our next bus turns up. I've no idea where we are. Somewhere in Thailand. I just arrived in Krabi. We've been travelling for all through the night, the last 24 hours, and we've been left at another random bus stop, coach stop place. Just having a little walk down the road, see if I can find a taxi to take us to our hostel in Oi Yang Beach near Krabi. Onang Beach. There's a minibus service where we are now. Not getting another bus because that one nearly killed us a few times. No, nothing about. Guess we'll have to brave another minibus. It's all good fun, like a roller coaster. Right, we finally got to Onang Beach and we had booked ourselves onto an island 2 hours after we arrived. So we pretty much got there, unpacked. I think we might have got some breakfast and then bang, was on the tour. So yeah, this was our boat. The engine was a full transit engine, like for real. It was out of a car. And the guy was just, you know, staring at the stick. Island in the bottom of Fiji, and this is my first beach outside of England. And it's not a bad one, I might add. Not a bad one at all. There's the crowd that was doing siloing, and unfortunately something I can't do with my wrist. Get up there! Oh, higher! By the way, I did get up there with one hand because I'm awesome. Because no one expected me to jump in, so no one was ready to record. One guy did record it, but I never saw him again after the boat trip. He wasn't at the same hostel. So that's a shame. I have witnesses. I did it one hand later. Climbing like this. Probably where I messed my wrist up. After the boat cruise, we got back, and that night there was a pub crawl, like organised by the hostel. They take you around to the best bars and you have a pub crawl with them as a big group. But I'm not going to show that here because there's been enough of me drunk on these videos and we don't need to see more of that. Nobody wants to see more of that, especially me. It's a beautiful day, still in Krabi. The sun's coming out a little bit more than it did yesterday for us today. I woke up and decided just to take a stroll. So I've just been walking on the beach, got a Starbucks. And that was pretty much my day that day. I was recovering from the night before, just chilling out, didn't do much. So the next day I travelled to Koh Lanta, somewhere I had heard about just the night before. But I decided that's where I wanted to go, so I got up and I went. I think we're getting on that. But I'm not sure. To be honest, this whole travelling thing is
difficult when no one speaks English. We agreed on the word Koh Lanta, and that's about it. Been waiting for this bus for about an hour and a half now. Still not arrived, and we don't know how long it's going to be. They said they've lost contact with it. It's the hottest I've ever experienced. Yeah, it's definitely hotter than London. I can tell you that much. It's beautiful though. Okay, so I'm currently on this ferry trying to go over to Koh Lanta, which I believe is this island here. It was a terrible bus journey. I struggled through it. We're on a rubbish little mini bus. Still waiting for this boat to take off. I could have swam there faster than this. With a broken wrist. We're moving. Right now. Right, the front of the boat, it's quite cool. Got a breeze in my head. With a breeze in my face, that's what it is. It's only like a 5-minute journey, but we're nearly there. So, the guys dropped me off somewhere random in the middle of nowhere, a little bit up shit creek, so I've got to find my way on my own, just looking for a taxi or something, walking down this this random road with all my bags, looking for where to go. I'm in the nowhere. Oh, a tuk-tuk. Let's find out. Alright, let's do this. So I found a taxi. Well, what can be, what passes for a taxi around here. Anyway, I'm in the back of a Hartford Transit. It's actually quite a nice one, to be honest. Yeah, there's a little door to keep me in on this one. I am struggling with the heat today. I don't think I drank as much water as I should have yesterday. I've tried to make up for it, but I've had a headache all day. Not feeling too great in my belly either. I'm not sure why. I'm sure it'll pass once I see the beach. So I chose this island over Koh Phi Phi.
Koh Phi Phi.
Phi Phi because I spoke to someone and he basically told me that it's off season, it's less developed, and half the place is shut down. And for some reason that appealed to me. We'd stopped then, but we haven't. We're just going over a dodgy bit of road. Actually, the best taxi driver I've had since I've been here. Okay, so I made it. I'm at Beach Resort. I got myself a little bungalow. Managed to get her down to 500 for the night. It's £10, which is a lot for Thailand, but it's a bungalow, and the beach is like there, behind that. That's where it is. So cool. Look, I weren't kidding. The beach is like right here. So I'm recording a lot on my phone again, but I've just arrived at this place. I haven't got my bearings yet. There's not as many people around. It doesn't feel quite as safe. I don't feel unsafe, but it doesn't feel quite as safe to be carrying loads of gear around. Night's starting to fall. You know, I don't want to get lost and have a load of stuff with me. So my phone's enough. So I'm just exploring. As you can see, I'm like on a random road. Yeah, my resort's like over there somewhere. I'm just walking down the road, see what I can find. I'm sure I stink as well. Been jammed on a little minibus all day. My view in the distance is telling me there's nothing. I'm not sure. Look. Tonight, as I am in a private bungalow, so I have like actual, you know, space to myself, I decided to watch a film and do some work. So, you know, I had the laptop set up and I was on the bed. Just went to the 7-Eleven just to get some snacks and some water. And I bumped into the 3 German girls that I met in Bangkok. So plans out the window, we're having beers by the pool.